Okay. Um, so I'm gonna be playing this game just to keep the TikTok brain occupied. But so I've seen when I was scrolling TikTok, I basically saw someone said, "Oh, this guy is using slow sense. This guy's a bot," you know. Um, and that sort of triggered a thought in my mind, like, what is there is like what's the perfect sentence? You know, there's so many people run different sentences, and it's like, you know, people. It's yeah, like when I think about sensitivity, I've never seen, you know, obviously some people have similar or same senses. That's because they copied it off somebody, you know. But here's my take on here's a rant on mouse sensitivity. I think it's all personal preference. Trust me, as someone who's played multiple different shooter games, it depends what kind of game you're playing, your setup, but also the yeah, just setup, game, all kinds of things. Monitor position, everything contributes to what sense you have. It's it's really a matter of personal preference. I've just changed my mouse pad, and so I have changed my mouse pad. It's a bit slicker, so it moves faster. So I would maybe change this to be a bit lower, or just keep practicing on it. But like right now, I'll tell you right now. So sorry, this is just a really bad flow of language, but right now I'm playing a 0.41 3200 DPI. So I used to play on what 1.05, I think. That's because when I first just joined this game, I was originally playing Rainbow Six Siege, which is a very high sensitivity game, because that is requires a lot of high recoil control, and that's what I used to. I was still playing a 3200 DPI, but I was on a really high eDPI. I think it was like almost 4,000. It's almost 4,000 eDPI. Right now I'm at like 1,800, but that's because I changed games and I realized in Counter-Strike there is a need for more control over the mouse than what Siege had. Because Siege, you're just moving it all over the place, trying to control the recoil. Whereas this one, you gotta have more precise movements and aim. At least my opinion. So I got comfortable with this sensitivity, because I noticed that there's a lot more precision required, as the gunfights do usually taken on further ranges than what Siege was. Siege was quite close range. So that's what I noticed. Is like when you switch, there's like all kinds of games, and it just depends on what kind of gunfights are taking. Because in FPS games, some of them are like really close range, like Call of Duty. Call of Duty MP, a multiplayer would be like close range. You know, then you got your war zones, you got CSs, you got any like sniping type of games. Yeah, that would be long range gunfights. But yeah, like, and in short range you would have some people would I prefer to play, you know, high sense, but like, cause combined with that high recoil that Siege has, yeah, you just gotta pull down a lot while trying to flick. Yeah, but I also, let me talk about my setup. So I have pretty shitty monitor, to be honest, but it's like about what this far away from my face. Some people play it like closer. Because if I play, but I can't play any closer because it's not right for me. It's too close. So if I was to play closer, I would have to play a higher sensitivity, because then I would be seeing a lot more of the screen, and everything. Actually, no, it's lower sensitivity, because I would see a lot more of the screen. Everything would be moving faster for me. That's the same thing with 4:3. So if I was to play 16:9, my sensitivity, I think, would be slower. Yeah. So basically, Basically, everything that sense comes down is just personal preference. Because even then, some people play with like a pronated posture, like they put their head forward more. I try to play my back upright. My back upright more, you know, good posture. So it just depends on everything. And that's the issue I have with everyone saying, "Oh, this guy runs low sense, he's a bot." There's nothing wrong with learning low sense, high sense. It's because it's what you get used to. Obviously, some people change it, but it's what you get used to. And then, yeah, if what you get used to means like if you're good at a really high sense, that's what you're good at. If you're good at low sense, that's what you're good at. It doesn't really matter as long as you're getting those kills and you're not bad necessarily, or you're not constantly doing one thing over time. Then yeah, it's a good sense. So just there's no God sense. There's only personal preference.